What's happening, boys and girls? How the devil are we? Shanksy here. And today, within Resident Evil Village, I'm going to attempt to show you absolutely every single readable document so you can get that bookworm trophy. On the flip side, it requires near 100% playthrough and doubling back over a fair few areas. So, there is a very, very, very good chance you're going to get the whole map area complete as well and get that achievement done on the same time. So, there are some areas that we're not going to be able to double back to, so it's important to at least watch to the next stage of the video just to work out where all these documents are to unlock that achievement. So, without further ado, let's crack into it. Right then, in the first area, when we first start the game off, we're going to be holding the baby, but there are a couple of areas that we need to check out here for the documents. The first one is possibly one of the easiest to miss in the whole entire game, and it's on the fridge over here. Rose's food, rice, cereal, banana puree. That's it. Do not give her sugar, honey, or mushrooms, and that is literally one of the first ones that is so easy to miss. So the second document is upstairs in the spare bedroom, and it is literally just going to be this paper over here. Grab this, and that is your second document. Your third document is in the main bedroom, or just in the study off of the main bedroom. So we'll run, well, when I say run, we'll move fairly bloody slowly over to this location. There's also an achievement for kicking that yellow ball through that door, although, to be honest, it's a bit of a pain to do so. Did we do it? Did we make it? We made it. Way go. Right. This is the third document within this area. And the last document is just next to it in this drawer over here. That is the first 4 documents that you need to find. Moving on. Quick side note, there is also the wedding album over here in the study room, just over here, and it is worth just flicking through this. I don't think this is needed for the achievement, but better safe than sorry, right? Your next document is straight after the car crash, next to the dead fella on the floor. The mission briefing is right there, next to the phone. The phone doesn't help you whatsoever. Now, next stop will be the village. So, after you've survived the first Lycan attack, the candlelit house to your left is going to contain your next document. Literally, as you go in, there is going to be the document just there on the right-hand corner. So, after that, we're going to come out, and then the next place that we're going to grab is actually by the Goats of Warding, and it's going to be the little plaque at the bottom is going to be our next document. Just so. So your next document is inside of the church, inside of the graveyard. There is also a little collectible that you can shoot off there. Just saw that out of the corner of my eye. On this chair, you're going to see the map with the church on the way to Louisa's. And Louisa's is the next place that we're going to stop to pick up the next document. So the next document is inside Louisa's house. This one's super important, guys, because even though it's very hard to miss, just by being in the chair over there, you cannot get back to this room after you leave it. So check this, the chair, and there's also a book over here that you may as well check for good measure. So for our next document, we are in the castle, and as we first enter the castle, in front of the picture to the left-hand side, we have got the document right here on the table. I couldn't think what it was called there, for love nor money. All right, on the table, read that, pro little tip, smash all these things, and you can get quite a lot of bullets from them as well. So, on to the next one. So, as we come down to the main hall, to the left-hand side, where Duke will be for the rest of the encounter, just next to the labyrinth is our next book for Nortian's Labyrinths. So for our next document, as we enter the main hall, we're going to go straight up to the winemaking room at the top of the stairs directly in front of us, and there is going to be the history of wine just here on the table for you. So for your next document, after you encounter with the sexiest daughter, the craziest daughter, as you drop down that big old hole, there is going to be the Handmaid's Tale directly in front of you. So the Handmaid's Diary is directly in front of you, literally just there, after your first encounter with the, whatever. So after you fix the puzzle in the Hall of War, you're going to come down this super dark corridor. You're going to pull a flashlight from absolutely God knows where. And then as you come down, look for this table here on the right-hand side with that jar. And you will find the candidates right there. Located directly in front of the candidates. So you go through that cell straight through and into this smaller cell here. You will find your next document on the table just there. So for your next document, after defeating the first of Lady Dimitrescu's daughters, you go into the kitchen area, and on the left-hand side is your next document from, I believe it's from the chef. Anyway, moving on. So for your next key, as you enter Lady Dimitrescu's bedroom, you are going to see her diary there on the left-hand side, literally just on the bed, just before you pick up the key. So after you first get the Mask of Sorrow and use the key on the door in the courtyard, you come up the stairs and there is the next document directly in front of you. Then leaving that document, going straight through the door, straight down, you will find this book laying here. Now, this document you actually need to examine and then make sure you can read it from there. So pick it up, look at it from an angle, get to see that that examine icon in front of you, and then you can read the document. Then directly next to the piano, there's going to be another book laying on the table. Again, examine it, get it to the point where you can examine and then read the document about the daughters, where it basically tells you about their weaknesses and things like that. And that's your next document. As you come up to the attic, after doing the bell puzzle, you are going to literally come straight down, and there is rumors about the dagger on this table next to the candle. And that is it for inside the castle. So after beating Lady Dimitrescu, your next document is going to be in this shack on the right hand side. Now you can get back to this area later, but it's better to grab it now while we're passing, right? So just next to the typewriter, it is there. Right, for your next document, once you're back to the village and you're at the maiden statue, we're going to go straight through this newly opened gate, up here to the left, and straight into this door eventually. Straight into this door, and it's just here on the table. Boom. For your next document, after you fight the armored werewolf over here, you're going to shoot the padlock off this blue gate, go inside, and chuck a left towards the house. On the front of the house, there is a note, and that, to whom it may concern, is your next document. Your next document is inside the house with the red chimney. I've got to be fair, this one's actually easier to find than it is to miss, as it's sat right next to the your main quest item. So literally just there on the table. There you go, all about the goats. After you come out the building with the red chimney, it's worth taking a very quick trip back to the church in the middle of town. After you've done the castle, this computer here will appear and you can read the next document from here. I'd say at this stage, guys, let's take a break from all our grinding and just appreciate how bloody wrong this is on so many levels. Yup. Just plain bloody wrong. Oh, man. Next up in our document search is going to be the gardener's house. Now, once you've cleared House Beneviento and you come down this way, you're going to chuck a left through the open gate and go up here to this house. Now, this one's super important, guys, because you're going to need a key in here that also opens up one of the houses later for more documents that we need. So the key is going to be directly in here, right next to the typewriter, to the save point, and the document you need is just going to be over here behind it. As we've used the key to go through to fight Mordecai, the big massive fish dude, we are going to get attacked by, I don't know, some like never-ending story reject shaggy massive lichen thing, and he's going to throw us into this house literally next to our next document, just on this body here, Vittori's account. Worth noting, guys, that this next sequence have got some of the most easy to miss documents, as well as Goats Awarding as well. So it's really worth watching this bit of the video in advance just to see the things. I'll try not to give any spoilers away. But so as we go into the first boathouse, on the right hand side, we have the first document there. Now keep in mind, guys, some of these you cannot get back to. Now, for the next one, I'm going to put my hands up. I'm not even sure if this is a document or if it counts towards it, but it certainly doesn't help. Once you come into this room here with the electric control panel, walk over towards the map looking thing, and this will pop up. Normally when this pops up, it means it's a document, so you never know. So the next document, which definitely is a document, is heading down towards the first windmill. You're going to come across this broken down, beat up car on the right hand side, and literally just there is going to be your next document. After using the sluice gate, we're going to be coming up to our next document. In my opinion, this is probably one of the easiest to miss documents in the whole game, without a shadow of a doubt. As we walk into this area, before dropping down, on the right hand side, we're going to see this desk that we can open, and we're going to find Maru's diary in there. Without a shadow of a doubt, if we drop down, we ain't getting back to this area. So it's super important to have a little look around. If you see the high capacity mag, you know for a fact the diary is going to be behind it, okay? After you found the key, literally look towards the TV, and it is on the desk just there. So for the next document, we are going to go to Maru's lab. You can do this at any time using the crank just outside of the first windmill and going all the way up straight through to the very top, and I'll show you at the map where it is. So all the way up to the top, as you can see, up to this building here. Now the front door is going to be locked. The easiest way to do it is go around the back, crouch down, and there will be an enemy in here. Take care of the lichen, and the document is just there on the table. Once we've got the crank, it opens up a lot more of the map for us. So we're going to go back towards Duke and then come back to the lone road just here, and then chuck a right, use the crank, lower the drawbridge, go across to the boat, and we're going to sail it to our next document. Now for the boat, you start here at the lone road, which is just up here, and you're going to have to turn the boat around from where it's actually facing. Otherwise you'll end up back at the castle where you had just killed Lady Dimitrescu, whatever her name is. So you're actually going to turn it around and sail it all the way down to the end until this dock, and then go inside a little cave. Inside that little cave, you're going to find your next document, which is literally that PC in front of you, or laptop in front of you. Now, for the next document, it's actually going to be in a secret area up on the way to Stronghold. As you're following the signs and you're just about to go up the bridge towards Stronghold, we're going to chuck a left and go through the weeds over here up towards Otto's mill. Now this is going to require you to be a little mini boss inside. Nothing too drastic for you. I'm sure you'll be able to cope. But go inside the house and I'll show you inside the house where it is. So once you've defeated the mini boss, you need to shoot all the padlocks off this big red door and then go through to the meat storeroom. Inside the meat storeroom, there is going to be a document just here on the table for you to have a little read of. After you slide through the tunnel where you can see the lichen, you're going to come across a little save point before heading further down. This next file is super easy to miss because it's just on the floor next to all these barrels over here. There you go. The King's orders have arrived. After getting the flask from Stronghold and getting off the boat, you want to chuck a left before going up the ladder. Chuck a left and go down into this type of cell area. And as we go through here, this table directly in front of us is going to hold the next document for you. So, in the room where you get your cog mold is the next document within the Heisenberg factory. And it's literally, if the cog mold is normally in there, the document is just there to the left-hand side of it. The next document is straight up the stairs after you've made your way up from B2 to B3, after you've had to shoot down the fans, and it's literally just here on your left-hand side.
Time to die.
So your next document is literally after you unlock the first door from Heisenberg's key on B1 on the top floor. You go straight ahead into the room in front of you, and the document is on the right-hand side. The prototype Strum is the document you're looking for. So the next document, and we're getting towards the tail end of it now, boys and girls, is after you've killed Strum. You go through to the next door and locate the desk with the light. It's literally just behind this shelving unit. Sorry guys, it's 3 in the morning. And the document is there in front of you. The next document is after we talk to our old buddy Chris. We've got to go check out his laptop just on the side next to the save point. And that is one of the final documents. Moving on. So then, boys and girls, for the documents, I know what you're thinking. Shanks, we and half been through it together. We've come a long old way through this village, but we and half a few documents short. Well, we have just hit the treasure trove of all the documents in this room. There are bundles. So we're going to start on the desk and go through all of the different books here. Again, it's going to be one of those ones where you've got to turn it to the opening, a little bit like Resident Evil 1. If you're as old as me, you'll remember it. And open the book there. And we're going to go through all of these documents here. And that will be an extra 4. Once you're done with those 4, we're going to go up to this main table over here. And we're going to read Spencer's letter. And this has got some really, really cool story for Umbrella as well. From that one, we are going to go to our very last, but not least document, the diary of Miranda herself, where we're going to be able to go through that. And that should, at that point, be your achievement unlocked. Also, if you followed all this to what we've done and hit all of the different locations for these documents, you'll have also got Mapmatician done once you first started the playthrough with Chris as well. So that would trigger as you got to the village. So that's 2 playthroughs, 2 achievements in 1 playthrough. Ain't bad at all. So then, boys and girls, that is it for me today. We managed to get Bookworm and Mapmatician done at the same time. Hopefully that has helped. If it has, do me a massive favour, guys. Please hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. I've spent a long time on this video. And honestly, those likes, those comments really help with engagement. And hopefully other people will see it and hopefully it will help them out too. I'd really, really appreciate it. Massive shout out to Billiards as well. One of my mods on Twitch who recommended I do this video. I've actually really enjoyed filming it, even though it's taken a fair old time. I've actually really enjoyed doing it, and I had a really fun playthrough as well. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Guys, if you want to see more of me, hit that subscribe button or come and check out the Twitch channel. The links are all down below. It's www.twitch.tv/Shanksy. I'm live Monday to Friday. If you've got any questions about Resident Evil, anything like that, feel free to jump on in, no matter what we're playing. And if you want to see any more guides on Resident Evil, please let me know down below. I've also got a Goats of Warding video coming out, hopefully really soon as well. So, guys, I hope that has helped. And until next time, you take it easy.